We may regard the present state of the universe as the effect of its past and the cause of its future. So begins Laplace's Demon, a thought experiment that illustrates the dominant worldview of physicists since the time of Isaac Newton, the philosophy of determinism. In this video, I'll explain what this demon means and a valuable lesson it can teach us in understanding the relationship between physics and determinism. Imagine a demon with a vast intelligence that grasps in a single moment all the particles in the universe. It knows the precise location of every particle as well as how fast each is moving. Suppose further that the demon has infinite computational power and can apply Newton's equations to each of the particle trajectories. Would there be anything in the future that this demon would not be able to predict? Would there be any future events, including actions we consider to be the result of our perceived free will, that would fall outside the scope of the demon's intelligence? Moreover, if this moment is simply the effect of prior causes, would there be any previous event that the demon could have no knowledge of? Or would it simply be able to use its vast intelligence to entirely unravel the past? This is the essence of Laplace's Demon, and it has rightly earned its place as one of the most famous illustrations of the philosophy of determinism. The fundamental notion behind Laplace's Demon and determinism is that given the present moment plus the laws of nature, there's only one possible future. Indeterminism, on the other hand, rejects this belief and instead asserts a multiplicity of possible futures. I won't try to argue for the truth or falsity of determinism in this video. Rather, what I would like to do is highlight what I think is an extremely important lesson to be found from closely scrutinizing Laplace's Demon. Here is a direct quote from Laplace himself. Interestingly, just as with Maxwell's demon, Laplace never refers to his hypothetical creature as a demon, but simply as a vast intelligence. It only came to be called a demon sometime in the following century, though it's unclear who coined the term. What I'd like to highlight is that there are really two separate notions hidden here, that of determinism and that of predictability. In other words, the objective reality of whether all events are actually determined and our subjective ability to know and predict future events. These two notions frequently get conflated in current debates about whether the universe really is deterministic or not. It is therefore paramount to recognize that they are entirely separate. In fact, all four of the following are logically possible for any given model of a physical system. And arguably, there exist various systems that can be accurately described by models that fall under each of these categories. Even more interestingly, we have certain physical theories that can be formulated equivalently in both a deterministic framework as well as an indeterministic framework. The clearest example of this is quantum mechanics, where the standard Copenhagen interpretation is indeterministic, while the many worlds interpretation and Bohmian interpretation are entirely deterministic. And these are just three commonly held interpretations. There are many more that are all entirely equivalent experimentally, and it remains an open question as to how one can decide which is correct. Additionally, though it can be a bit harder to see, even classical mechanics admits of a surprising level of indeterminism in certain systems. So, as much as we might hope that physics would provide us with an answer about whether the universe really is deterministic or not, current theories remain ambiguous on the issue. Physics seems to provide extraordinary predictive power, but at the same time supplies us with numerous models that vary in terms of their level of determinism. It seems that if we want to know whether determinism is true or not, physics provides no answer. We must look elsewhere.